To find myself, I went searching. I went searching and searching to find myself. I went searching. I searched all 7 seas, the highest place. I scale all the tallest mountains. To find me. I'm like a river that's flows. Finding me is like finding me home. I baby my girls know who I know. To find myself, I went searching. I went searching. I'm searching. To find myself, I went searching. I went searching. Again, give thanks. Give thanks for the giving of thanks. Give thanks. Quick pass through information. Share. Information share. Yeah, man. That makes sense. We keep the information to ourselves. Now we say the world of the dead. Yeah, man. World full of death. The satanic governance from the underworld. Now I man say Pope Benedictus, the 16th of the Vatican Court Bank. Because the court is actually a bank and money them deal with. Captured, baptized soul lost at sea, drifting, abandoning their estate and declared dead. The abandoned estate is in probate, being administered by the public trustees as a decedent estate. We the people are presumed dead, hence the reason for the dead language, which is the all capital text being used in corporate communication. Yeah, man. Now we say the general. Now when we talk about the dead language being used, the all capital text, every communication you get from the corporate entity, yeah, government or corporations, it's usually, in all capital name, and it usually identify what I'm called the surety entity or the principal. It not see as a guarantor. Hence, your driver's license are all capital, so them need you to sign, which is your mark, which is that scribble, what I'm call a signature. So them see it as an endorsement, and it means you consent to some kind of contractual agreement, only because everything is contractual out here. So we said the grammatical standing of the English language and the language fraud. Now, the dog or the base Latin text, the all uppercase text, like how we have it presented, has no part in the English grammatical language structure. However, it is found in foreign languages. Now, we'll go ahead and we'll go ahead and share this word lithium, what it really pronounced Lashem. I remember the TH of a sh sound. Anyway, it's an ancient region in west central Italy, west of the Apennines and south of the Tiber River, settled during the early part of the first millennium BC by a branch of the Indo-European people known as the Latini or Lachine or Lachem. It was dominated by Rome by the end of the 4th century BC. So this is why we say everything after the 3rd century BC, this is when the great change come along, where some foreign people kind of take over the reins from the Islamic people where they're out there, the Moorish people, the Arabs them. Now we say, what styles manual did you use to construct the court document to be passed off as a charge? Number 2, we say, what is the all uppercase text? I cannot find it in the Oxford style manual. Number 3 say, however, I find it in the Chicago Manual of Styles, 16th edition under foreign languages at Article 11.146 and Article 11.147 as a sign language or the language of sign. It is also a maritime expression. Now what's a sign? Definition: a symbol, image, or word used to represent an operation, instruction, concept, or object in algebra, music, or other things. Object in other things. So again, your signature is just a sign. Your thumbprint can be just a sign. Whatever X mark is just a sign. Yeah, man. Clarity, people. Pay attention to the dichotomy out there. What is legal is not necessarily lawful. However, if you agree to any unlawful act, then, no law is breaking. Number 4 says, choose. The opinion is yours. Statutory maritime law of the sea as a debtor, or the constitutional common law of the land as a creditor or as the creditor. It is a free will choice. Now I must say, it appears for us to participate within a surety contract as the principal debtor under the negotiable instrument law, we must have a guarantee contract as the guarantor creditor under the constitutional common law. My people, them thing I will go over on a head, but just hang in there. However, the guarantee contract, after being endorsed, is usually withheld from the guarantor by the public trustee. And this is my first-hand knowledge. The due process rule of conflict law or law of contract governs. So when I say my first-hand knowledge, this is because when the Babylonian kidnapped me and I try to fleece my estate by accessing my birth trust, they gave me a notice of recognizance, which is an access device. However, they also have me sign a guarantee contract, which they withheld from me. But I did get a image of the instrument. Don't ask me how I got it. You understand? Yeah, man. So you see, if these Spanish Town court clerk or any court on this island choose to challenge this sovereign man, yeah, man, me not have a problem, present the basic information for really, have them amend their position naturally. Yeah, you don't notice me not so edgy anymore. Yeah, that's because, we gain back the balance. When wife come home, everything is all, balanced. So, yeah, we just are going to flow with this information. So again, my people, We have to comprehend the dichotomy that is at work, where we have a statutory governance, or it's a system in place which is contrary to the common law system that was before it, my people. So when we say there is two Jamaica, we really say Jamaica is one place, but you have, two systems of law operating. However, the supreme law of the land, which is the constitution maintained under the common law, shall always prevail above any other law out there once those laws are not conducive, or are not in harmony with the supreme law of the land. So if these fancy maritime law of the sea does not harmonize with the law of the land, then the fancy maritime law of the sea shall be void. Yeah, man. And the supreme common law of the land will prevail. And contract make law. Yeah, man. So again, we are said number 4, sir. You should choose, and you have to choose, a common law as the creditor. And we talk about the guarantee, where say you are the guarantor. You understand? And the guarantor are the ones where you just ensure the solvency of the debtor. So you always have two contracts at place, just like when you have the birth certificate in your hand. That's just prima facie evidence for the guarantorship that is hidden somewhere outside your reach. Because the guarantorship have to guarantee the guarantee contract under the common law guarantees the fact that you are the creditor, but because them a carrier in a them fancy commercial law of the sea, the maritime law, I wonder if the people, the people might forget it, irrespective of how it go, we're gonna just try our best to bring this information and break it down while we're out here learn. This is a hostile takeover of our own property. Yeah, man, we're gonna expose these untidy, treacherous criminal trustees out there who endorse our instruments without our consent. Yeah, man. But we're not gonna know if some other people out there now share it with we, Now it appears for us to participate within the suretyship contract as principal debtor under the negotiable instrument law, we must have a guarantee contract as the guarantor creditor under the constitutional common law. However, the guarantee contract are being endorsed. The guarantee contract after being endorsed is usually withheld from the guarantor by the public trustee, my first knowledge. Now, what's the due process rule of conflict law or law of contract govern? And remember, the due process rule of conflict law dictates that first you have to have discussion, then you go into negotiation, and last but not least, if at all necessary, then you take it to arbitration. But the political entity that is in place ignore due process discussion, ignore due process negotiation, and move, directly into arbitration when they are the ones who are initiating whatever contract dispute being there. So as the initiator, I say whoever initiate the conflict is in dishonor automatically. So we are talking about a dishonorable system, knowing their function dishonorably, but them are all the people are conditioned to be, the slave where you're just totally unaware of what's going on. So as we move along, we take our time and we are learn, you know, and we don't mind share the basics. Number 5 says the statutory federal system uses the base, Latin, or all uppercase text to communicate with its statutory federal citizens, those that are colonized. Number 6, a God and master means terms and condition of a covenant or contract which is formed by an agreement duly endorsed, making it binding and enforceable as the law, no different from the words in the Bible, is the master, the God of the agreement, covenant, or contract. Number 7 says most people probably identify with the corporate process as a legal process, but it really is not about what is legal or lawful, because all process is about the enforcement of contract or the imposition and enforcement of corporate regulations called statutes. Number 8 says laws are made by contracts, which is an agreement that becomes binding upon the parties written, express, endorse, consent to be held liable to the terms and conditions of said agreement, that it is intended to be enforceable by law. A do not trespass notice is binding upon the trespassers upon trespass violations and or infringement, needing no written express endorsement, only because the trespasser should have ceased and desist their unlawful actions once they have read the do not trespass notice. Now it's a contract. A contract is a written or spoken agreement, especially one concerning employment, sale, or tenancy, that is intended to be enforceable by law. Example, both parties must sign employment contract. So again, we just pass through for drop some basic information that will naturally go over our people head, only because they are properly colonized. Them are going to think these things now apply to them. Them are going to believe that the birth certificate is just a piece of, irrelevant paper. And them are going to just continue, being politicized and behave like, it's all hokey-dory when this place here, a tear apart. Condolence to the ones them who lost them loved ones out there in Clarendon, but I man did say this place shall erupt. Most people not comprehend what that is and in what capacity. We are say because the system, itself, I use a corrupt English grammar, then the system are gonna be corrupt. You understand? And then the people that is employed by the system naturally are gonna be corrupt. And then the people that is governed by the system can't help themselves but to become corrupt. So we have to have a brand new faculty of thinking going forward. Make an effort to, make our own stand. Salute Joel Jagwasi, honor me king. Salute Kenya, Chappelle, yeah man, salute. Salute Chelsea Halleck, salute. TB Tarpan Baking, salute. Sir Anthony, out there, complete. Honor with respect. As usual, we pass through, although we do diligence, I share some information. We call it esoteric because it is already available, readily available, but our people can't access it only because they were conditioned or colonized to ignore, you know, what is. When you live in a world where, you know, fictitious, then truth gonna seem strange. Yeah, man, truth gonna seem, you know, far-fetched. But again, if we not bring forward the information and share it, who will? 'Cause on this island, we can't rely on the people them outside where you know, we come out of the university. 'Cause, you know, we are look upon them properly enslaved. We can't rely upon the politician because they are the enslavers, the colonists here. Yeah, man. We can't rely on the foreign people because the foreign people themselves have their own hidden agendas. But what we always can rely on is ourselves. The moment we choose to apply ourselves, then we can make change. Yeah, man. The moment you choose to apply yourself for yourself, I can't tell you nothing. You understand? Because you already have your information we apply to you and to your situation. Not a general broad brush information. You can't be criminal and try to stand up like how me I stand up. Yeah, if you're a criminal, you have to wash your hand clean and change your ways and start move on a different path. It's like a 180 turn, you know what I mean? You go, you know, the wrong way, you just pull up your handbrake, spin that or drift that right around and go the opposite way. Now you move correct. When you apply yourself study, then you start move accurate. You now go left or right. You just follow that divine path. So it's a step-by-step process, people. Me I raise with my brethren and me I say, brethren, me I say, would I do some passport application thing out there with the Virgin Island people and that's public, but me change my mind. Me not gonna do it that way. It's not appropriate, and if one's not reach out so them want help, then it not make no sense you try showing no help. It's like a man a drown, but him no want say, boy, throw me a straw or throw me a rope. You know what I mean? So sometimes, you know, you just not hear them a cry. You understand? You just can't hear the cry, cause you know, you can't a drown and afraid for, you know, stretch out your hand so you can get help. So we have to just work with the people, like the non-talking people, others where can listen and apply themselves for themselves. Yeah, it not make sense. I man take a passport, create a passport, or fill out a passport and give you where you have no use for it. Without knowledge, you know, it's like you get an AK and through you have knowledge again. It's a man with a ratchet knife come and bust your throat and take away your AK from you. Only because you now have the knowledge of how to operate where you have. So first gain knowledge, people. When you gain knowledge, then you know you start move towards applying yourself or you know activating out there. But a waste of time I give people certain kind of weaponry when them not have no use for it. It's a total waste of time. It's like throwing pearl to swine. Very same swine will turn around and then ignore you. You understand? So we have to leave one's them state of condition if they so choose. Because remember, you know, there's a maxim where say if you choose to be fooled, then so be it. Just like how ignorance is no excuse of law. Yeah, man. So people have to choose to apply themselves for themselves. We just share information for make ones know. So watch out. With all of the distraction we are going, the most important thing is to learn so boy you have an inheritance, a estate, a birthright, where you can at this time learn how to move close to accessing that information and that, you know, birth trust where you have right there, where the trustees them are play games with. There is no fiction here. No fiction, because me I tell you, me I'm going to really go through my place because I have to go find back them old documents there. I show the fidelity information, my information, and the prospectus. I'm not sign a non-disclosure agreement with no one. These things are things when I discover, just like Christopher Columbus. And if him can come claim all kind of things where him discover, then me I claim this thing as mine. Sodomite trustee can't make no claim when I am aware. You understand? So the colonized folks have to start make an effort to rise out of their colonization. That's why most of the time when the colonized people speak, it not really resonate with it, me not really show interest per se. It's like the artist, when I say the artist out there common up him thing, water down him thing, me I said, Jano, I show no know. Because like a game, you can't go through where you go through, experience where you experience and come out like a Mickey Mouse. You can't do that. You have to make yourself become so exclusive when people want to see you. Them the mind, I spend $1 million just to see what this thing is. Just to see how this thing going to perform. You have to hide yourself from the public, Rasta. And deal with yourself. Build up yourself so when I'm on a interview, you can command US millions of dollars in just one interview. When you say you're going to do a show because people not see you, not hear you, not know what you look like, your show sold out as it advertised before the date. Sold out. This is when you make yourself, exclusive. Yeah, man. But when me I look upon a gimmick, yeah, man. So this is why we not give them thing and energy. We just love the fact where the law prevail as it is written. Yeah, man. Outside of that, nothing else not relevant to us. You understand? We just stay focused on what we are dealing with, which is freedom, freedom in and freedom in. And we are trying to apply and improve ourselves. Now we are aware that the language that is being, prescribed out there is really the language for dead people. But because the dead people is so conditioned, they don't know the difference. The university not tell us that the base Latin. When you do the research, looking it up in the Black's Law Dictionary, you're going to find say it mean the language for the illiterate or the language of the illiterate. Not Latin, we are talking the base Latin, the dog Latin, the all capital without any markers, like where you say on the tombstone. Yeah, man. And this is why, the 1666 Sestuwe KV Act is, that's relevant because them are deem you lost at sea. They must say, boy, you disappear for more than 7 years. Because I remember when I was a little boy, you used to see in the newspaper a bunch of picnic picture. Every new baby have a picture in the newspaper. But what that was, them are advertised for the fathers come and claim these child, but we don't know that. And after them run it in the newspaper for however them run it then this is how them capture your estate, your infant estate. And remember, when you're born in a them public hospital, them take a copy of the sole of your feet. Again, they take a copy of the sole of your feet. Most people don't even know these things. Yeah, man. So this is why when I'm on place information on the organic public record, it's for times like these where when we make statement, we can verify it and point to the public record, because if it's not on record, then you can't validate or prove any claim that is out there, people. So again, we just, we there share some information. We give thanks to the pass-through, give thanks for the free expression, the true expression, give thanks for the free dome. Yeah, man, the free dominion, and the free domain. That are the advocacy. Non-political. Yeah, man, non-political. So again, complete gratitude out there. Basic information share. Basic information share. And again, we are bound the dons them because true we are dons. We have to apply ourselves. You know what I mean? So we are say for the ones them we are say, them dons, there is no such thing, my people. Just time you need for apply yourself, and then your sister boy, there is no such thing. Complete gratitude, free people. Stay bold and brave. Stay firm and strong out there, you know. Salute Omg out there. 3 West. Salute out there.
I went through I went searching and searching to find myself. I went searching. I went searching and searching to find my.
Why, the ones that have said the amount of information where we sit down upon, you know. I know we are try express ourselves in a way where it is practical and applicable for a common folk. Is absolutely marvelous. Yeah, that's absolutely amazing. So again, salute to the ones them before us. All of the gurus where we learn from, all of the ones them where we learn from, all of the location them. We have a complete gratitude irrespective of what it is. And again, to our people, yeah man, and to all people across the earth by extension. We have to wise up, you know, and rise up, you know. Stay bold and brave, stay firm and strong. And watch me now. Don't be afraid to challenge your public servants. They are all trustees. We are the executors and the administrators, but we have to have the knowledge. We can't do it without knowledge. That's why them, you know, assume the role. They must say them do it for our benefit, but them get greedy people. But they are all trustees, public trustees to the public trust, where you are the beneficiary. Your birth certificate is a beneficiary trust certificate, and you are the certificate holder and owner, and that certificate is an investment. In fact, a mutual investment where you can check up on the Fidelity investment, it's a website. So we're not talk fiction here, we're not talk fallacy here. You understand? You have a business trust and you have a business where you're supposed to take care of. But because it is unknown to you, yeah, you know what I mean? It is deemed abundant, so other people are administered as a decedent estate. So we have to step forward and say, boy, we're not dead. Yeah, man, and you know, we're ancestors not dead, because we are our ancestors and our ancestors is us. So wise up, people, so you can rise up and get out of your colonization. Man, have to shock you out of no colonization. Yeah, man. Gratitude again, people. Gratitude.